So let's have a look at graphing logarithmic functions. So there's something we need to know. So the parent function will look something like this. So log with a base x, and the domain and the range. So we'll come back to this. Last time we looked at exponential functions and we said the intercept was at the point 0, 1, and we looked at like when we had our growth function, and we had a look at when we had our decay function. Well, our logarithmic function is going to be, so let's go back to this one. So it's going to be like a reflection. So if we had the line through y is equal to x, we're going to have a reflection which is going to give us something like this. So this time we're going to have our intercept on the x-axis. So this here is exponential. This here is going to be our logarithmic function. So our intercept will be at 1, 0. So let's just take that back off. And there will be some key points depending on our base. So let's have a look at an example. So I'm just going to take this back off. So if I had log base 5 of x, so there's going to be this point here, which we know is the intercept for all our graphs. We're going to have a point for 5, and it's going to be 5, 1. So we're going to 5, 1. So we'll have a point here at 5, 1. 5, 1. And then we will have a point at the reciprocal of this. So we've got 5, 1, and we'll have a 5th, 1. So a 5th would be round about here somewhere. And then if we were to draw this, it's going to do something like that. Now, this here will be for any log base that we try. So let's have a look at Desmos and have a look at a few. Okay, so I'm going to type in some values. So if you want to use the log, we can say y is equal to, and the ABC button will allow us to type in log, L-O-G. And then if we press the A and the B, we can see that it'll take us to a base. So we can go back to our numbers, put in number 5, and then we're going to take it back up so we can put an X. So it's plotted, this is plotted our graph. Now if we have a look at the points, so we can see that we've got a point at 5, 0, so let's just put that in. So 5, 0, and let's label that so we can see that point. We've also got a point, we said, which is going to be at 1, 0. So we'll label that. So, oh, sorry, that should be 5, 1. And 1, 0. And we need a 5th. So we want a 5th is 0.2. So I'm going to put it as 0.2, comma, -1. And that is going to be there. So these are 3 points that we can use to graph. Now if we change this and we had, instead of 5, so if we had the base of, let's say 7, so this time our points will be at 7, 1, and then we would have, so I'm going to have to put this in as as a fraction. So 1 divided by 7, 1, and that is going to be this point here. Now we may have a question that is, say, for an eighth. So if it was to the base of an eighth, so I'm going to put this as decimal, 0.125. So this here, this time we've got an eighth. So this is 1 divided by 8. So 1 divided by 8, 1. And then this is going to be 1 divided by an eighth, which would be 8. So if we have a fractional answer, you can see the difference in the direction.